wait for our food here. We're gonna dig in some bread and butter. This is a very special place for me. It was one of my favorite places. It was my goal when I started Guaps Grubs to be established enough to film here because this is like I felt like I had to build up to be at Rocco's at the Brick, and now that I'm here, cheers to you folks and followers. I made it. Welcome to Guaps Grubs. Today we're at Rocco's at the Brick in Newtown, Pennsylvania. I'm very excited for this episode. I'm a good friend of Chef Cole. I've been coming here for the last 4 years, and I'm excited for you guys to see why I'm quite the frequenter here in Newtown, Pennsylvania at Rocco's. Let's go inside and check out what Chef Cole has for us today.
What is that? This is
Alright, first up, Chef has given us some local oysters. So we're going to dress these up like how I like it. Let me know in the comments how you eat your oysters. So I'll add some horseradish, some cocktail sauce, some of this au jus, and a little bit of lemon. I'll give a lemon everywhere. Make it rain. The thing about these is like they're so local and they have such a fresh taste to it. It's like such a nice like appetizer, especially like on a hot day. A nice oyster can really like loosen you up, especially if you're on a first date. Get a little frisky later. All right, next up we got a Honeycrisp apple pecan salad with a champagne vinaigrette and some pickled onions. Let's dig right into this. Oh yeah. Wow, that is super delicious, nice and refreshing. You got the nice Honeycrisp apples that add a nice little bite and texture to it. It changes the body of the salad and what you're used to. And you got the candy pecans in there. You got a nice extra sweet element, and just the champagne vinaigrette really brightens up the dish. Despite the stereotypes of fat guys not eating salads, I do love a good salad, especially when it's drenched in dressing. That's not good for you because it's lettuce. So this is definitely fantastic, and it's got goat cheese in it. One of the best cheeses, I think, that pairs well with lettuce. Right, next up we got this beautiful poke bowl. It's got just tuna sashimi, ginger, homemade wontons, and I'm ready to dive right into this. Wow. Oh man. The chilies and the avocado with the freshness of cilantro really bring this whole dish together. Let's try a little wonton. There's a little jalapeno in there, so there's like a little kick. But with the refreshness of cilantro and nuttiness of the avocado, it really just doesn't like over accentuate the spice. It just gives them that little. Rocco's at the Brick is a steakhouse at its purest form. So this is something I wouldn't like actively look for. But if you're looking for like a nice appetizer or something like fresh, the poke bowl is out of this world. The tuna sashimi is so fresh, but the ginger soy sauce is really what brings it all together. It makes it like such a happy family of a meal. Alright, now it's time to take a break for some of this delicious food and quench our thirst, and it's time for the newest segment of the show. It's time for Guaps Plugs. I think we've got some. Alright, so first up we got this beautiful old fashioned. God, that's a good looking drink, It's the old fashioned. I guess that's why they say it's the go-to. Cheers, everybody. Wow. She is strong, baby. If you want to have a good time after dinner, that is the drink to order. It is nice and smooth, but it packs a punch, so beware. Might want to load up some carbs here before you start drinking to get all that alcohol soaked in. because this is gonna be a good time after 3 or 4. All right, next up we got their notorious passion fruit martini. This is a pinky out drink if I have ever seen. So let's get the glugging. Oh man, that is spectacular. With that garnish in there, you get that nice florally aftertaste, but just the entire embodiment of the martini is nice and well-rounded as compared to like a regular martini. It's almost as if it was like a frozen martini, but not as like frozen, if that makes sense. But this is definitely like a great like alternative to like getting a mimosa for brunch because it has that like citrusy twang that you want, but it's also like very like refreshing. So I definitely recommend getting this. This is wow. This is a 2-sipper. Pinky out, of course. All right, I'm here with my, I like to think, good friend, Chef Cole. Cole, thank you so much for having me. I'm a big fan of your work, a big fan of your art, because food is art. And you're the Picasso here at Rocco.
Come on now.
All right, so what do we got in front of us today, Chef?
All right, so first and foremost, the whole reason we met in the first place
That's true. That is a good point.
the vegan meatloaf.
Yeah, while me and my wife, or fiance at the time, were looking for a place to have our wedding, she was like looking at best vegetarian, vegan places in the Pennsylvania area.
And somehow a steakhouse came up.
Yeah, ironically. But she said, well, we got to go here, try the vegan meatloaf. So we did, and the rest is history.
Yeah, met you guys. You're just the coolest people, and hey, that's kind of the whole reason we're here right now. Yeah. So that's our vegan meatloafs made with Impossible Foods, plant-based ground beef. Got some crispy smashed fingerling potatoes, vegan demi-glace, some mushrooms, and asparagus. It's soul foodie enough to be vegan, but also give you a hug at the same time. You're not eating tempeh or tofu, or it's just it really scratches an itch that might be missing once you go the vegan life.
Yeah, going on that.
But then you got our aquapods here, so it's just this is my favorite thing on the menu. It's Chilean sea bass, shrimp, mussels, clams.
Oh yeah,
it's a celebration of seafood and broth and soup and bread. I mean, what's better than that?
Yeah, exactly. Even the bread, that's like the bare minimum of what we said.
And then I know you're a ribeye guy, so
yeah, he knows me. He knows me too.
Ribeye. Did it Rocco style, so lobster meat and spicy fontina sauce.
Ooh,
kind of jazzed up with cherry peppers, Calabrian chilies. Ooh. So it's got a little kick to it, but there's enough fat on there that it'll
mesh well.
It'll mesh well. Absolutely.
And cream spinach.
Right? Cream spinach, cream spinach. And then you got a flight of sauces here for the steak also. So you got our steak sauce, Argentinian style chimichurri, béarnaise, salsa poivre, bolognese.
Oh, awesome.
Go.
Chef, you want to dig in with it?
Like I said, my favorite thing on the menu, so if you don't mind me,
of course.
I'll get right in on this.
I got some shells here. I have a classic Italian. I got to dip it first. It's just to get the sauce.
Got it.
Wow. Best part of it is, the broth. And it's so good.
And it's all made to order, so you got your shrimp shells in there, you got the mussel shells, the clam shells, flavor it all up. And then a nice foil packet of Sazan Goya, because what's really in that?
The authenticity,
Yeah. It's got 2 ingredients, bread and MSG. Best thing in the world.
Aren't you were the reason why this place is called Rocco's?
Rocco is my 8-year-old son, yes.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah, man.
Wholesome content alert. Wholesome content alert.
Yeah, that's my boy. Also obsessed with pro wrestling. Raising him in my image.
That's right. Raising him right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, this is the vegan meatloaf. This is the reason why we are here. This is what my wife found on an Instagram article one day where she was like, we got to try this place. And we did, and the rest is history. This is right here the reason why my waistline is what it is. It's a great dish. Like, it's been consistently fantastic. It's always had that same density and full body flavor you want from a meatloaf. But Impossible Foods, Impossible Foods, she really does as well. It really brings everything together. It's seasoned perfectly. You would never really know this is fake meat. So, cheers, Cole. You really did it, pal. All right. The vegan meatloaf is delicious, exquisite. The Chilean sea bass, fantastic. But now we're about to dig into what I'm here for, and that's the Tomahawk steak. So let's get right into it.
Creme.
Wow, what can I say? Fantastic. I never had it with the Rocco's way, with the Calabrian chili sauce and the lobster, because honestly, chef doesn't need it. The way he cooks the steak, it's perfectly seasoned, and the cut of meat is, wow, fantastic. But that being said, this definitely takes it to a whole new level. You got the butteriness of the lobster and the sauce bringing in with the marinade of the actual steak. You got a nice marbling because it's a ribeye. It's the way to go. It's a fantastic cut of beef. Let me just get a little bit of this little lobster meat right here. Surf and turf. Can't go wrong with that. Oh my god. Let me get some of this spinach. Gives the illusion that you're eating healthy. I love it. Now, I'm going to try this Argentinian chimichurri. Taste that, because I'm a big chimichurri boy. Cheers, folks. It's got the classic chimichurri flavor, but it's got a nice little sweet heat to it. Fantastic. And the fattiness of the steak really brings it all together. You know, we all know I'm the Wagyu beef, but in front of me is the ribeye, and that's the OG, and you can't go wrong with it. Going back to your roots. That was fantastic, Chef Cole. You were amazing for what you gave me for dinner. But now it's time for everyone's favorite segment. It's time for the All right, wow. You know, if you can find some room in your stomach for dessert here at Rocco, we're going in with cookie skillet, classic, go-to, a little bit of whipped cream, a little bit of ice cream, and a cookie, nice ooey gooey and more. Yep. It's got a great crust to it, nice and chocolatey. Can't go wrong. Right, I was reluctant enough to get 2 desserts. Can't say that I have room for 2 desserts, but Chef Cole, I'll do this for you and regret it later because I know this is going to be delicious. He saved the best for last. We got a creme brulee, beautiful top, nice, crack right into it.
So I do it the way you want it to do.
Custard is nice and airy. You have that nice, sharp, caramelized top that really brings the whole together. And you have that beautiful buttery bottom. Creme brulee. It's been on the top of the dessert chain for decades at a time, so there's a reason why. Alrighty, folks, that's all for Rocco's at the Brick here in Newtown, Pennsylvania. Special shout out to John Krause for letting us shoot here, and of course to my good friend Chef Cole. You're a blessing, buddy, a true scholar and gentleman. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't forget to follow Rocco's at the Brick on all their social media, Chef Cole on Instagram, and like and subscribe to this channel, of course. And don't forget to live grande and be guapo.